Hi, welcome back. Thanks for being here, and thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel. I'm here to do a new moon layout for us, and also it's a 12-12 portal, I think, right? So I decided I would do a layout that I learned a couple years ago now. It's from a newer tarot deck called the Mary L, which I think is very beautiful. The artwork is incredible. I'm not going to use the cards today because her card meanings are so striking and powerful that I'd rather start using them with more intention because it's been a while since I've worked with this deck. But her layout, one of the layouts in here called the Tetractys spread, I wanted to do today for the occasion. It's a nice, thorough layout. But I highly recommend this deck. I'm not being paid for that. I'm just saying because I personally feel the artwork is really beautiful and her archetypes and themes in the tarot are quite lovely and beautiful and powerful and kind of run the full spectrum of experience. So anyways, that's going to be our layout for the day. It's a spread called the Tetractys spread. I hope you're doing well and that you're managing the new moon energy in a way that feels positive. I really feel like it's been potent so far. I've had an emotionally intense couple weeks of just feeling like I'm on some kind of a roller coaster. My energy and my emotions and who knows what else. And I'm going to have to consult the book on this layout as well because I can't remember what each card position means necessarily. I remember some of them, but not all. So this is just going to be a general reading for folks tuning into my channel and my card layouts. What is going to be useful for people to hear or see or know through the new moon and Sagittarius energy? The layout is somewhat based on an ambition, or a desire. So things that your libido might want, things that you desire, where do they stand? Where do your desires stand? Where are you on the journey towards getting the things that you are desiring? And what's important to know about that during this new moon? New moons are good for setting intentions about things that you want to occur. It'll be helpful for us to know. Thank you for being here and for aiding us in this layout. Thank you for providing us with some useful insights or spiritual approaches to the things that we're tackling in our lives. Wow, really cool. I'm busting with pleasure to see this. This is really great. So first of all, I'm not even done laying it out, but right off the bat, there's 3 aces. So really awesome. One ace in a reading is great for knowing that there's very powerful energy in play, and there's 3 here. So that's really, really cool. I love reading cards and I love this layout. It's very exciting. So this first column here kind of represents our 3D desires, what we want, what we know in our minds, what we feel, and I can't remember what else. That's why I've got the book here, because I want to make sure I read it appropriately. So the first card represents what you're wanting. So that's what I mentioned this layout is for. It's to help you get clear on a desire that you have. And that's good for a new moon. And so what you want is something very passionate. You want your wants here are represented by the Ace of Wands, which could be considered the purest form of your desires, your libido, your fire within you, the things that you desire. Fire and desire, right? What you want is the Ace of Wands. So you have an intense desire right now. And you're got a purity of sacral energy directed towards it, basically, is kind of what I'm feeling. I mean, to have this as the cornerstone card of this whole layout about desire is really powerful. I mean, this is like potent levels of desire and creative force, creative life force energy. So what you want is creative life force power. You are really in an incredible energy to create what you want with this new moon. So that's important to know. And that could be the reading almost on its own. It's almost like you don't even need to go any further, because with this ace fueling your fire, it's almost like you're kind of in this potent, unstoppable place. Sorry, I'm distracted by I have the camera set up differently, and I feel like trying to get used to how it looks or something. I'm distracted by how I look. My apologies. So the card in position 2 is what you know. So we just covered what you want. What you want is pure sacral desire and moving towards what you want. What you know is the Six of Cups. And so you know in your heart that this is something meaningful. And I have a sense that it's a love relationship, especially because there's another ace up here present, and it's the Ace of Cups. There's a Page of Cups. So I have a feeling that this is about a love that you desire. What you know is the Six of Cups. You know that this person is destined to be in your life. You know that there's something bigger at work. You know that this is meant for you in some way, and possibly for them as well. Her image of the Six of Cups might be my favorite out of all my tarot decks. It's because the Six of Cups can also represent your inner child and childhood and a feeling of soulmates and destiny. And if you can see here, she captures that with these two children and the Six Cups, which I think might be perfect in my mind. So that's what you know. You know that this has meaning for you. This relationship is deeper than appearances. It's in some ways maybe even deeper than the desire for it, because it indicates a feeling of fate or destiny around this relationship. And then what you feel right now is that you're having to stand up for something. So you're feeling, again, and it's being fueled by this Ace of Wands. This is the Seven of Wands. So you're having to stand for something and maintain your position. It's like a standing your ground. And that's something that you're feeling in your heart, that this either is something you have to stand for or stand up for, or that there may be something happening in this relationship where you're laying a boundary and standing your ground around it. We can get clarity if we need to, if it opens up more questions as we go. But what you're feeling is that it's very important that you maintain a stand that you're currently taking in some way, whether it's with this person or someone else or a circumstance. I'm not sure yet. And then finally, number 4 is what is real is that there's a brand new opportunity that's present and that's active in the present moment. This is an extremely fortuitous time for you. This new moon in Sagittarius, especially Sagittarius is a fire sign. So with this Ace of Wands cornerstone, like this is an electric time for you. This is a great, take heed basically with this reading. Almost like there's a huge opportunity that's presenting in the present. If it hasn't, it's about to come through. With these 3 aces, it's really powerful. So you may be about to make an offer to someone or make something happen or start things in motion, or there's about to be an opportunity to do so, to cross your path, one or the other. Either way, this is a very powerful and fortuitous time. It's a really powerful time. I just can't say that enough. This is a a really powerful foundation of reality for what you're desiring and your focus and the opportunity that you're generating and that is coming and that is maybe already in play. There's two cards here that can represent an offer, because here's the Page of Pentacles up here. So let's keep going. So the next card is card number 5, which is the Sun. And this might be where you're struggling. It is. This card 5, this position is where you might be struggling, where your challenge is, and an opportunity for growth. So if there were a card that I would want to see in this kind of position, it's the Sun, because it's really, all it's saying is that there's so much happening. There's so much positive occurring right now. The challenge is that you may not feel connected to it for some reason. Either you can't see it, you don't know it, you don't feel it yet. This hasn't come to pass yet, this Ace of Pentacles. So it's a challenge of feeling the joy that is yours, in a sense. And we can also, again, like I said before, we can pull more cards about that challenge. But the Sun is a card of, I mean, if you see that in the challenge position, it's like a big reminder, a big glowing, beautiful ball of fire reminder saying, chin up, you don't have to fear. There's so much beautiful, and I mean, that's already confirmed by the first 4 cards. There's a lot beautiful happening. You don't have to fear. You are protected. This is in motion. The things that you desire the things that are meant for you are coming for you. This is the only challenge, really, is that you are having trouble believing that, or seeing it clearly and knowing it to be true as time goes forward. This is the very, very heart of the matter. The heart of this question and this thing you desire is that it's an entirely new world. This is a really beautiful card for creating the things that you want. This new moon is almost like this wave of fuel for your desires. It's really in like a cosmic alignment here. This new moon, or this 12-12, or both, with this world card at the very heart. Everything you desire, focus your intention on it, and it is going to bloom in this incredible way, really incredible way, with the world at the center. That's an extremely positive omen for everything that you wish. It's saying, like, it's yours. There's that saying, what you seek seeks you. That is what's unfolding here. It's really something you can't ignore as a card reader. The power of the cards here, their relationships to one another. Like, I have goosebumps. This is a very powerful reading for someone. It's almost like if you've been looking for a sign, or needing confirmation, or needing reassurance, this is like a huge jolt of that. Almost more than like if it were going to be a beam of light coming into your third eye and your crown, it would almost be more than you can absorb. It's that powerful. Like, it's really, really gorgeous imagery. And the world card is card 21, which is kind of neat that this is the 12-12 portal. It's that 1-2 number sequence there. So it's just there if you like numbers. It's not essential to understanding this reading. So that's the very heart of things. What is the crux of the matter for you is that you want this new world and this new era and this new life and everything you've been working for. It's like a dream fulfillment. That's what you want. It's a beautiful card. And then this is your strength right here. So your worry is that you don't see that it's all here for you and that it's about to be yours, or that it is yours. You just have to take it. The strength is that you're willing to make an offer, or you're willing to move forward and make this Ace of Pentacles now physical in the real world, not just an idea or something that's coming into being, a seed under the soil. Now this is the bringing forward of it. That is your strength. So this new moon is behind you. You have the strength to bring this forward. The only challenge is that you may not fully see that. This can also mean a message. This can also, I'm kind of feeling right now, that this reading can be this message that you might have been sort of hoping for. This is your cue, or this is the sign, or this is the news about making something real that you've been waiting for this reading can serve as that potentially. It can also just mean that your strength is that you're in a really good position to make these things happen and you already know that. And it's just, this reading is just like, yeah, I know. This, I'm already 2 steps ahead of you there, Cynthia, or whatever. So this is a really positive and harmonious reading, because the 2 court cards are 2 pages, which can also represent these 2 children and this destined relationship, like the inner children of these 2 pages here. 2 pages are like youths or children. So it's like an echo of this 6 of Cups, this destined, beautiful relationship that feels fated. It's echoed in these 2 pages here. It's just, I love how cards work. I'm just blown away at the way they can convey such a powerful message. If you have any desire to learn cards and you're on the fence, I say do it. It never, for me anyways, it never gets boring. It's never predictable. It's a symbiotic relationship, and I love it. And it's taken me a while at times to trust my own interpretations of the cards. And it's almost like by deciding to start letting others in on the fact that I read cards, I've always been pretty guarded and not very on blast about that. I have a lot of people in my life who are kind of skeptics, which is great. I appreciate a skeptical mind, but it's not something that you want to go to your skeptical community of friends and be like, I'm a tarot card reader. I've had to overcome that somewhat. I don't even know how I got on that tangent. I'm just saying a layout like this is like why reading cards is so wonderful feeling for me, because it's just like this beautiful message, almost like notes on a scale. Really, really pretty. So your angel, this is your angel side up here. These are like the 2, if you picture the angel and the devil on your shoulder, that's what these 2 cards up here represent. I think this card is your angel side. Oh no, this is your devil. The advice from your devil is to follow your heart. The devil within you wants you to stop trying to control anything or be too in your mind. Your devil side of you wants you to follow your heart. And we're not, at least in the United States, honestly, the sort of colonized Americas is not always a follow your heart kind of culture. It's not a very mystical or, we've produced a lot of mystics and people who are thinkers and seekers, but we also often like to tear them down. For some reason, your inner devil is saying, please follow your heart when what your heart's desiring. You seem to know that. You seem very dialed in to what your heart desires here, and you're passionate about it. And the devil on your shoulder is saying, please listen, please go for it. The devil is an important part of you to integrate. So to you, that might be something you're not comfortable with. A cups, heart-centered approach to living. I'm kind of picking up that that's maybe a little bit outside of how you've typically lived, or that's not how you make decisions about how to move forward in your life based on what your heart is telling you. And this isn't a culture that is like that if you're in the United States or in any kind of Western colonized imperial type culture, right? Like we're about conquering the physical world, it's not very heart-centered, this culture. So that's why I'm picking up why it's coming from the devil side of you, because it sort of feels like that's selfish or indulgent almost, might be of how you've looked at following your heart in the past. That's really what your shadow wants you to do. Your angel wants you to get moving. The angel side of you is not necessarily even in conflict with this devil side. Your angel wants you to move. It's in flow with this, what your heart desires. Your angel on your shoulder wants you to go with it, get moving, move, communicate, act, take action. Page of Pentacles, right? Like make the offer, make the communication, make the gesture, get this ace moving, use the fire of the Ace of Wands to take the action. It's like every cell in your body is urging you towards this direction, like you're in an alignment with everything, which is where it's going. The Page of Cups is to communicate about love, to engage your heart, good news about love, about making an offer, about communicating love to one another, about being honest and moving with our sacral chakra and with our heart chakra. A relationship that has the heart and sacral chakras in harmony is like an ideal relationship for co-creating, for trusting one another, for having the kind of intimacy that Tantra is about, almost like the kind of sacred union that can come through that kind of sacral chakra balancing, right? Like SAC, sacred, sacral, right? I don't even know if those two roots are related, but that's just coming to me. So this is so beautiful. I don't even know if I want to try to add anything to it because it's just really coming through in this pure form with these three aces. It is so gorgeous. So maybe what I'll do actually is just ask, is there anything else? Is there anything else to know? Is there anything else to know here? Because I almost feel like it's pushing a beautiful gift to ask for more. You know, it's almost like if someone brings you a beautiful gift and you're like, where's the rest? Even though it's beautiful, you know, that's not what I don't want to feel ungrateful for this reading because it's so beautiful. So I'll just do this. I'm going to ask, is there anything more? Is there anything more? You're so in harmony with what your heart desires. It's crazy. Like you might be feeling this physically, like an electric excitement, buzz. I had a kind of this song breakthrough in my life a while back that keeps popping up, and it's a song that I remember from my younger days. It's in the 80s. I was born in the 70s, and it's called Steppin' Out by Joe Jackson, I think. And it's just all about that electric excitement of being with someone you love and getting ready to go out. Maybe it's a beautiful night and you're with each other and you don't have a care in the world and you're just enjoying. I think it said he wrote it about New York because I never even cared really about that song. And all of a sudden it started blaring through my mind recently. And so I looked it up and was kind of just like, what's the deal? Why is this song showing up? And it almost seems like maybe it was showing up because of this reading, because the feeling of this reading is the feeling of that song, that excitement of like just shedding the worries of the past, getting ready to step out and maybe dance or be in rhythm with your heart, with someone that you love, excited to go into the world together, either for a night out or whatever that looks like, right? Like a trip. That's the feeling that's like pouring through this reading. It's really super exciting. It's a really exciting reading just to get to read. I'm so excited for whoever this is for because it's like saying, go for it. All signs point to go. Like all systems take off, right? Really cool. Is there anything else to know? Is there anything else? This is so beautiful. Thank you so much for this reading. I'm just in love with it. It's got really great energy. Ten of Swords. Wow, that is a total 180 from the energy of this. So that's important and I think significant. Something is going to require a surrender. I'm really blown away actually to see that card here. It might have something to do with the Seven of Wands. What is the surrender here? Why prepare for surrender? The Ten of Swords is not often, for me personally, most people do not like it and don't have a very positive relationship with this reading or with this card. For me, though, there has tended to be a little bit of a positive element that I feel when I see it, which is weird, but it's almost like saying you don't have to do anything else. Like there is just surrender to this whole thing. And surrender can feel like an immense relief. And like there's forces bigger than you at work. You are not the determining factor. You need to surrender. But there's usually an element of difficulty with that. So that's why I'm sort of shocked to see it here, because usually it's an unhappy kind of surrender. If you're someone who likes to be in control, this could be a pretty strong advice that you need to let go of control. But let's see. There might be a feeling of betrayal that you've come through. What is important to know? Why the Ten of Swords here? What is the Ten of Swords here? The Sun. So Maybe this is like saying get out of your own way because you're having a challenge seeing what wants to show up for you. Is that what this is? That it's saying let go of trying to control or trying to see and trying to make anything, just surrender. That could be what it is. The Page of Coins, fucking cards. This is amazing because here's the Page of Coins again. Like this might be news or the opportunity that's coming for you about starting this Ace of Pentacles, surrender. And the Three of Wands. So it's not a negative surrender by any means. The three clarifying cards for this surrender are the Sun, the Three of Wands, so surrender to what wants to show up for you, the new that wants to come through, the world, this new start with this Ace of Wands and this Page of Coins. So surrender to the heart's desire. You're having a hard time doing that. You're having a hard time believing that this could be for you, or that this is too good to be true, or that you just can't really see that it's going to be real or that it's going to happen. And what this is saying is just surrender, let go of all those worries. Let go of the worries of the mind, because can I get a clarification about this Page of Pentacles? Why is it here twice? Is this you, or is this going to be coming to you? It's a completion. So this page of, it could be, wow. I mean, this could be a proposal. Like you might be thinking about proposing, or you might be about to receive a proposal that you need to just stop worrying because like your wildest dreams are about to come true. Like, I know that this sounds nuts, but it's here. Like it might be that you've fully given up on something and you're about to have your mind blown because this person's going to not only come through but ask you to marry them, kind of thing. It's like this kind of, because this Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Page of Cups here twice, or Page of Pentacles here twice with the Ace. This is a offer. The Page of Coins is often making an offer to someone. And then here's a wedding canopy. So I'm really taking that to mean for someone that either you're thinking about proposing or you are about to receive a proposal of this kind of, in the way that you can't, it's going to blow your mind. You are not seeing it. You don't see it coming. Get out of your way. Get out of whatever worries, because you're about to have your mind blown with this Page of Cups, this Ace of Wands. It's really, really awesome and exciting and beautiful. And I honestly don't get readings like this very often that are that crystal clear. There's usually a little bit of like tension, or like there's still some work to be done, like check your motives, or stuff like that. It's usually not so like all signs point to this is about to really break into something beautiful. Really amazing reading. Highly powerful, like spiritually directed almost with this, because today is the new moon and I'm reading this on the new moon day. So this is it. This is like, boom. You might already be experiencing it, like as I read this to you, you might be being like, yep, this just happened or whatever. I don't even know, but it's like fucking glorious, crazy levels of joy and glory. And I really congratulate the people that are involved here, because they're about to step into something really beautiful. Breathe. Yeah, this is where that surrender is going to come in. Breathe. Let me pull the card here. It's card 29. What is going on? Come on, cards. All right. Don't be in too much of a hurry right now. The heart needs time to open. Take a breath and let nature take its course. Release constriction and anxiety, for there is no need for tension. That's the challenge here, why that sun showed up in the challenge position. Savor the moment, and the waiting won't be difficult. This is really a really good reading for someone. Your heart knows what the ego often resists learning. Patience pays off in deep and meaningful ways. So that's the surrender. Surrender, you don't need to do anything. Breathe, release your worries, because there are amazingly beautiful things unfolding and about to unfold and are going to continue unfolding. It's just really a beautiful, beautiful reading. So thank you so much. I'm really, really excited for you. What a gorgeous layout.